Hello students, we are with the new video. So in this video we are going to solve two problems. So this is the first one, let's solve it. So consider two stocks P and Q, and he has given expected return and also given standard deviation of both the stocks. And he is asking the returns on the two stocks are perfectly negatively correlated. So what is the expected return of a portfolio constructed to drive the standard deviation of portfolio return to zero? So first one, he is mentioning that they are perfectly negatively correlated. We have data of expected return, okay, and we have standard deviation. And he is asking what is the expected return of a portfolio constructed to drive the standard deviation of portfolio return to zero. Okay, so let's solve this. Okay, so if you see the weights that drive the standard deviation of portfolio to zero when the returns are perfectly negatively correlated. Okay, he is asking negative. So let's calculate it. So P weight we have to calculate the expected return. So here we will take standard deviation of Q stock, and we'll take the we are taking portion, so that's why we are calculating portion. So that's why in above I have taken for Q, and standard deviation P plus standard deviation Q. So is equal to, so standard deviation Q is 30 and standard deviation P is 25 plus standard deviation Q. So we get 0.545. Okay, so this we got, okay, for stock P. So weight for P is 0.545, and so obviously weight for the Q is equal to, so if we minus it, whatever remains in 100, so 1 minus 545, sorry, 0.545 is equal to 0.455. So we are investing 0.45 is the weight of Q, and 0.54 is the weight for P. So is equal to, so the expected return here it is 0.545 into 16%. It is mentioned that 16% plus 0.455 into 18%. Okay, so is equal to, so we get 16.91%. So this is the expected return for the stock. Now let's move to another problem. So here he has given information for stock A and stock B. We have expected return for both the stock, and we have standard deviation for both the stocks, and we have coefficient of correlation for both the stocks, and that is 0.60. The first question he is asking, what is the covariance between stock A and B? So it's simple one. Solution. He has given the covariance, coefficient of correlation. So we know the formula to calculate coefficient of correlation is covariance 1, 2 divided by standard deviation 1 and standard deviation 2. So if you put in this formula, so easily we can calculate. We have to calculate covariance 1, 2. We know the coefficient correlation and we know the standard deviation. So simple way, just put it here. So we know the coefficient of correlation, that is 0.60 is equal to covariance 1, 2 standard deviation 2. So if we take this one, so we get the covariance 1, 2 is equal to 0.60 into standard deviation A is 15 into standard deviation B is 8. Okay, so covariance between both the stock is 72. Okay, now let's calculate the second question. What is the expected return and risk of a portfolio in which A and B have weights of 0.6 and 0.4? So 0.6 is investing in A and 0.4 is investing in B. So let's calculate the expected return first. So expected return is equal to, so we know the weight, that is 0.6 is invested in stock A into 16% plus, and 0.4 is invested in B, and then the return is 12. So we get expected return, that is 14.4%. Now let's calculate the risk. That is nothing but standard deviation for portfolio. Okay, so we know the formula. So we know that x square, that is nothing but weight into standard deviation square plus x2 square standard deviation 2 square plus 2 into x1 x2 and in bracket r12 into standard deviation 1 into standard deviation 2. So we know the weight, that is 0.6 square into standard deviation square, that the standard deviation is 5 square plus 0.4 square into the standard deviation is 8 square, and that's what it is, plus 2 into 0.6, 0.4 into, that is the coefficient of correlation that is given in the problem, that is 0.60. Okay, into standard deviation 1 is 5 into standard deviation B is 8, that is 2 is 8. So here we get, okay, after simplifying all the equation, we get the value, that is 11.52%. Okay, so this is the risk. Okay, so a simple problem we can easily calculate.